Hey guys, it's Jonah here once again, and we're doing another beer review. This one is a little bit special, but also a value brew as well, which will keep some people happy, definitely. I'm going to be reviewing this beer, Liefmans Kriek Brut. Used to be called the Cuvée, if you have a look. And look at that. I managed to pick this bad boy up for 79 pence. It is a 330, I think. Yep, 6% of the ABV. This was from the British supermarket Waitrose, and I managed to get, I think I bought 10 of these, because at 79p, oh my god, that's a bargain. They are slightly out of date. This, if you read the date, it's last year, blended last year, 2015. However, if you do some research into this beer can be up to 2 years in the making, apparently. It's an absolutely fantastic beer, in my reckoning. Is it as good as a lambic Kriek, such as Cantillon? No. Is it on a par with a Boon? Now we're getting very, very close. I actually like this beer, but we'll see how my taste buds are doing tonight. Now, why is this such a special beer? Because what Liefmans do, or Liefmans? Yeah! They mix up lots of different beer. I believe they're old brown, or Bruin, old Bruin, which basically means old brown beer. And they've got a golden beer as well that they mix together. You can, in this small bottle, get up to 20 different beers mixed together, blended together if you like. Then they rack it onto the cherries, and then it's kept for 6 months to a year, sometimes even 2 years, to get that flavour correct. This is very much a labour of love. Some people don't like this particular brand, Liefmans. I do kind of understand why, but personally I think they've spotted a gap in the marketplace, and they're definitely making some fantastic beers. For the Belgian purists out there, okay, maybe they're not doing things like certain other Belgian breweries, but based on the product, fantastic. Apart from this sticker saying it's been reduced, I quite like that. I think that's quite classic. At a jaunty angle as well, which is always good. I like putting things at jaunty angles. It's got a little bit of a quality control thing here. If you get any of these on your beers and this little tab is broken, essentially that means somebody is trying to con you. So please don't buy those. Always check things. If this seal here is broken, do not buy the beer, do not buy the whiskey, do not buy the wine. Continues on the cap. I like the way they've done this. This is just a plain cap, but because they've got this label that goes over the top, I think that's quite cool. I do actually like that. Right, let us get this one into a glass. Bit of hiss and a smoke. Ooh, ooh, the hint of cherry. Now, I've got a pint glass. I'm afraid to say I do not have a special, well, I have got a couple of Belgian tulips, but not a special one for this particular beer. So I thought, sod it, I'm just going to use a pint glass. And I've heard that this beer can kick up a bit of a head. Not in this case though, unfortunately. But never mind. There we go. What's that? Fingernails worth of head. Maybe in a nucleated glass I would have got the famous couple of centimetres that they suggest. The colour, look at that colour. Looks quite dark on screen, but I can tell you that is on the red side. Nice amount of carbonation, doesn't really help the head. Ooh, look at that. I can tell already, looking at the way that's stuck on the glass, we are definitely going to have some lacing, if you care about such matters. But that colour, red, dark blood red, fantastic. on the aroma. Nice sour cherries. Dare I say Marilla? It's not Marilla cherries, but dark cherries. Do you know what I mean? And we're also getting a smell of the yeast. I should have done my research and see if they use a specific, well, it wouldn't be on here because this is a blend anyway, a specific yeast. Because it's a mix of different beers, I think the yeast is going to be quite different, but you can definitely get that kind of yeasty smell. Oh, dark forests. You know, if you go into an orchard or any kind of fruit bushes or fruit forest after a shower of rain, and that mist, oh, that's what that smells like in a glass. Absolutely fantastic smell. I'm very much looking forward to this. Cheers and beers, guys. I hope you're all doing very well. Get yourself down to Waitrose. I don't know if these will be on special offer anymore, but they're worth a punt, definitely. Oh, punch of sourness up front, followed by sour, bitter cherry, tails away on a very, very, as your palate is cleaned by your saliva, very, very smooth milk taste, like a cherry kind of milkshake. But then you get that punch coming back a little bit again, slightly like, dare I say it, this is doing this so much a disservice, but a kind of a cherry sweet, or a cherry, what are those kind of sweets when you've got a cold and you have those cherry sweets like tunes? That's the one. Or Werther's, not Werther's, Soothers. They kiss your throat better when you have a cold or a man flu. Let's go in for some more. This is fantastic. It's that punch of sourness up front, followed by a bit of smoothness. Then it goes very, very smooth, and then you do get a hint of that sourness in the aftertaste. This beer, very, very good example of the style, in my humble opinion. But what do I know? You should go and check one of these out. There we go. I did say there'd be some lacing on there. Liefmans Kriek Brut, or if you get the Cuvée version, I believe in recent years they have changed the name, so you never know, some old shopkeeper might have a couple of the Cuvée examples still stashed away, which would be absolutely fantastic. That means that's been standing for at least sort of 2 years, I would imagine. This one's all about the upfront and that smooth aftertaste. As I said, is it as powerful as one of the Lambic brews? No, of course it isn't, because this is a blend. So if I use a whiskey analogy, a single malt, a punchy single malt from the Highlands, or from the islands, indeed, Islay perhaps, or what's that other one called? Talisker. That's from the Isle of Skye. They're really pungent. You've got that really peaty kind of thing going on. However, your blended whiskey is never going to have the similar punch to it, and that's exactly what this beer is. However, can we all get our hands on the Cantillons? No, we can't. Special order can be very expensive. I believe you can, from time to time, get them from Beers of Europe. Check them out. They're well worth a look. My friend Clive is working there. However, this one is available in, I beg your pardon, in supermarkets throughout the land. If you can get hold of one of these, try it. It is a tiny bit more expensive than the normal beer, but try it. You might like it. I am very much a fan of the Kriek beers. I do also like the strawberry, the Fruity. Oh, fantastic beers. Just as an aperitif, shall we say. Anyway, guys, cheers and beers. Please stay tuned after this little break because I might have some adverts for you. Till then, we'll see some more beer reviews real soon. Oh, lovely, lovely beer. Now, I was thinking, because I'm such a nice guy, I might as well tell you about some of my other videos. So, if you click this little box up here, you get to see my Digesting Beer series, which is me ranting about all kinds of things. This week, as you see up here, it says, should we age our beer? That's me talking about that. And if you want to click down below, just here, we're talking about easy homebrew. And as you can see in a minute, look at that. This is one of my homebrewed ciders that I made. Bit too carbonated, that one. But if you want to have a look, click on that one down there. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can of course do it underneath the video with giving me a thumbs up, which hopefully you've done already. But if you click way up here on this banner up here that says Unclejona, that man from YouTube, if you click on that one, that takes you through to my site and you can go and look through my playlists and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, until then guys, drink some beer and we'll see you real soon. I'll have to get another one now, eh?